Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar. It is match day 2, the all-important second game of the group stage has arrived. Before we continue, be sure to like and subscribe, and let's begin match day 2 with Group A. Al Thumama Stadium hosts Qatar versus Senegal, the host nation of the 2022 World Cup, with a shock victory against Ecuador, now with a chance to go to 6 points after 2 games if they can get a victory over Senegal, who they themselves are still looking for their first points of the World Cup after a very entertaining but albeit 4-2 loss against the Dutch. It will be Senegal that begin the proceedings in match day 2 of Group A. It's Qatar versus Senegal. Qatar actually taking the ball forward here early. Promising signs for the host nation indeed. Oh, that's a lovely back heel to Montari. Scored their first ever World Cup goal. Couldn't get a shot off that time. Now it's Senegal's turn to go forward. Ismail Assar on the ball. Scored both of their goals against the Netherlands, but it wasn't enough. Slipped in here Mane for Ismail Assar. It's too much. Barsham's able to hold and collects the ball. Working into a beautifully even game this. Al-Haydos, Montari. Playing it into Ali. Oh, this is a lovely one too. Montari, he's done it again! Mohamed Montari takes the lead for Qatar once again. His second goal of the World Cup. Qatar's third. Lovely 1-2 with him and Ali. And a thunderous shot into the bottom right corner, leaving Mendy with no hope. And on the balance of play, it's a pretty richly deserved goal. Qatar lead. The surprise package of the World Cup, bar none right now. Mane still yet to impact at this World Cup. Idrissa Gana Gueye goes. Barsham's able to stop it with a good stretch and save. Very close that time for Senegal. They are desperate to get an equaliser back before half-time. Maybe from the corner here. Delivered in. It's a nice delivery, but just going over the top. Diatta maybe another attempt. Barsham another save. Having to be called upon twice. Equal to both. Another sensational strike. That was going in. Lovely stretch. Fantastic keeping. Montari, who would feel on top of the world at the moment. Al-Haydos. That's a strong challenge from Koulibaly. And Haydos is actually down here, holding his knee. It looks like play's going to have to be stopped. Al-Haydos in a bit of trouble, and we may need to see a substitution here. Definitely looking like he's in a spot of bother. It was a big challenge from Koulibaly. And he's very slow to get up here, Haydos. This may be a forced substitution. Sadio Mane taking it all the way down the left-hand side here. Can the Senegalese fashion something to go into the dressing room with? Diatta, oh, it's completely left open. It's Kouyaté! It's touched onto the post by Barsham, but it still finds a way in. And Senegal will find an equaliser right before half-time. That couldn't have come at a better moment. It was possible that Barsham could have just tipped that ball the other side of the post, but he just didn't get enough on it, and it just sneaks in. And that goal could not have been better timed. It will be 1-1 at halftime. Senegal will have the momentum. Qatar with another World Cup goal, but now without Al-Haydos, they will be hurting quite physically and literally. 1-1 at halftime. Qatar attempting to play this out from the back here. Oh, Dyer's picked that one off. Dangerous moment here for Qatar. Tackle, but the ball bounces out to Diatta. A lot of space here to cut something back here. He'll find Mane in the box. He won't shoot. Gets it to Dyer. Gets it to Gana Gueye, who's gotten the goal. And Senegal take the lead. Desperately needed goal for Senegal. They were facing elimination going into this game. They have come from behind to take the 2-1 lead. Idrissa Gana Gueye with a giant goal for the Senegalese. Senegal not looking to rest on their laurels and see out this 2-1 victory. They're hunting for more. Ismail Assar with a cross in. Oh, Mane totally open at the back. Volley at the near post. Sadio Mane finally impacting at the 2022 World Cup. He gets his first goal of the campaign and surely seals the 3 points for Senegal. This match was shaping up like it was going to turn into a fairy tale for Qatar, but it slowly unraveled. And now Senegal are surely going to get the 3 points, with Sadio Mane himself delivering the third goal of the game. And that's it. Senegal come back. They fight back and find a way. 3-1 victory against the host nation. That is their first 3 points of the tournament. They go level with Qatar. We wait to see the result of Netherlands versus Ecuador to see how the group will shape up for the final match day. But in this one, a desperately needed win for Senegal. It finishes Senegal 3, Qatar 1. It is a beautiful twilight evening here at the Khalifa International Stadium for the Netherlands versus Ecuador. With Senegal's win against Qatar in the other game of the group, it may not be mathematically possible for them to seal their place in the knockout stage, but it would be a huge chance for them to take one step into it. And as for Ecuador, even a loss today may not completely knock them out, but desperate still for their first points. And the Dutch have us underway with Memphis Depay getting the ball rolling for the Netherlands versus Ecuador. Holland giving us one of the great World Cup games against Senegal. Frenkie de Jong winning the ball back, getting it to Memphis Depay, who went for glory. He had a man out to his left, didn't use him. And still they push on forward with Wijnaldum. Beautiful step over. De Jong with a hit. Nice attempt indeed on goal. Ortiz was able to stop it. Lovely stretch, and Frenkie de Jong nearly getting the breakthrough in this game for the Netherlands, but denied by a fantastic stop indeed. Little over half an hour played so far in the match. And now it's Ecuador coming forward with Kitu, the goalkeeper, pretty much watching that one go wide, not even attempting a save. A long-range effort there, but not quite. 45 minutes nearly up of the first half. Memphis Depay, they're working it around, a stretch in there from Torres, clearing the danger, and will see us into half-time without a goal, still looking for the breakthrough. The Dutch had their chances. Kitu with a long-range effort went wide, still goalless at half-time. Well, this is more like it with the Netherlands here. Lovely work out wide to Gakpo there. Gets by his man. That's not a bad ball in, but it can't pick a target out. Klaassen on it. Scored the sealing goal against Senegal in the last one. De Jong, Memphis. Back to De Jong, the volley. It's straight at Ortiz. It was up. It was awkward. And the Dutch have just been peppering Ecuador's goal. That is a big, dangerous tackle from behind. Only a yellow card for Torres. He snapped at Memphis Depay's Achilles right there. Luckily for him, only a yellow card. He is still in the game. That is quite a reckless challenge at that. And Depay, the man fouled, standing over it. It's in for Wijnaldum. It's again at Ortiz. He palms it away for a corner. How haven't the Dutch broken through yet? It's a soft volley again straight at Ortiz, who deals with the danger once again. Just cannot be beaten at the moment. This would be horrifically against the run of play. It's Plata tackled there still with Ecuador. Going back out to Plata, again across in. Finally an attempt by Caicedo. That is right at the goalkeeper. That would have been an incredible bicycle kick. And with only about 5 minutes to go, here come the Netherlands once more. De Jong, De Roon, Berghuis, who scored 2 in the last, denied by Ortiz. The clearance away, he saves the corner, but the Dutch have still got it. Wijnaldum doesn't really get control of it. It's cleared away. Ecuador have got it. Kitu works it out left, and now they whack it away. And this will probably be a goalless draw, so long as the Dutch don't do anything stupid. The 3 minutes are up, and I think the referee will blow his whistle. He will. That's it. It is a goalless draw. How on earth we didn't see the back of the net ripple, at least at one stage in this game, I do not know. The Dutch go to 4 points. Ecuador get there first. It finishes Netherlands 1, Ecuador 1. It's time now for the first ever competitive meeting between these two nations, Wales versus Iran, to kick off match day 2 in Group B. Wales were so close to getting all 3 points against the United States, right up until McKennie scored in the 90th minute. And Iran, who were comfortably beaten by England in their last game, desperately needing 3 points today to surely keep their World Cup dream alive. And it will be more to kick things off. It's Iran versus Wales in match day 2 of Group B. Dan James taking it down the left-hand side. The cut into Aaron Ramsey. Trying to fashion something here. Moore holding up his defender for the time being. They're working this around the box here. Bale's going to float something up for Moore and tipped onto the post by Amir. Cleared away. Moore goes again and again saved. Punched away. Absolute chaos. Wow, that would have been something. Now Allen with a chance if he can get a shot. Bale tackled and finally clear. Oh my goodness. Bale on it now. Had a quiet game against the United States. That's a lovely back heel in for Moore. Nearly scored one of the great World Cup goals, nearly twice. The ball there is pretty poor, though, picked off by Godos. And appears to be the end of the first half. Kiefer Moore nearly giving us one of the goals of not just this tournament, but the goal of any World Cup. It didn't quite happen, and it is still currently goalless between Wales and Iran. Iran getting forward for what feels like the first time in an hour in this game. Sadar now looking to fashion a chance here, a shot yet no. Still a man all over him. Not able to find the gap yet. Going on a hell of a run. It's Golazadier who's gotten the shot off finally. And Iran have, after an hour of play, finally the deadlock is broken and the Middle Eastern nation scoring in the Middle Eastern World Cup. Who would have thought Iran would be the ones to open the scoring in this game? It's completely against the run of play, but Iran don't care. They're 1-0 up. What do Wales have in response? They're working it forward immediately. Moore can't get a shot off there. It's just kicked away. Bale, lovely ball into the box. Too far forward for Allen. Cleared away by Amir. Time is seriously working down now. Oh, that's a lovely piece of still from Kareem. And Goladzadeh is now driving into the box. No one's meeting him. They're all the way right at the goal. And finally a spin and strike on Ward, who is equal to it. My goodness me, that is some questionable defending. It was about a yard away from goal. I've no idea how he's not been able to score there. Time ticks down. Wales were literally a minute or two away from 3 points against the United States. They only got one. They get nothing in this game. Iran have won it 1-0 through Goladzadeh, the only goal scorer of the game, the only goal Iran needed. 3 points for them and maybe a chance at shock progression in this group. It finishes Iran 1, Wales 0. It is the big one. It is one of the most anticipated games of the FIFA World Cup, and it's finally here. England versus the United States. And despite England winning 8 of 11 meetings between these two nations, they have never beaten the United States at the FIFA World Cup in either of their 2 meetings before. England will book their spot in the knockouts with a win. The USA looking to shock the world. I cannot remember a group game more anticipated than this one. England versus the United States is underway. England trying to stamp their authority nice and early in this one. Kane working it into Foden's got his back turned to goal, can't shoot. It's Sterling, still can't fashion a chance, a shot there, but saved by Stefan. Oh, the clearance is poor, and it's happened immediately! Raheem Sterling gives the Three Lions a 1-0 lead within about 3 minutes. Oh my goodness. What a terrible attempted clearance, and Raheem Sterling, not known for his heading prowess, puts it into the back of the net, and it's the worst start for the US. Can the United States correct their wrongs in double quick time? Christian Pulisic, met by Rice, still somehow he's got it Ferreira. He's got Mihailovic on, Mihailovic! It has leveled it up for the United States! 1-1 in no time! What a game this is turning out to be! Living up to all expectation. The US find a quick response. 1-1 the same scoreline the last time these two met. But we got 80 minutes left to play. Could not have asked for a more enthralling start now. Phil Foden trying to fashion something here. Maybe Saka. Very deep in the box defending. Sliding in tackle. Dangerous, reckless. Not winning the ball. And Jonathan Brooks has given away a penalty. The first penalty of the World Cup, and it will go to England, and it will go to Harry Kane. Berhalter not happy at all. Kane with a chance to make it 2-1 now. It's Harry Kane versus Zach Steffen, and he sends him the wrong way. Harry Kane gets his second goal of this World Cup, the second goal of the game for England, and they retake the lead. Penalty decisively placed in the bottom right-hand corner, and England will retake the lead with still a bit of time left to go in this first half. England really with control on the game now. Kane in the mood with an attempt on goal. That was hit very hard indeed, but just fizzing past, thankfully for Zach Steffen, the wrong side of the post that time. And that will conclude the first 45. What an entertaining first half we have just witnessed. The United States went down early through that man, Raheem Sterling, giving England a 1-0 lead. They replied through Mihailovic, and then a penalty for Harry Kane has us currently 2-1 at the break. Down the right-hand side, Trent Alexander-Arnold getting a long way up here. Options in the box. Does not whip one in. Gets it to Kane. Gets it to Rice. What a stop from Zach Steffen. He's been busy today. That's his best stop yet. Saka on it now, taking a bit of a heavy touch. Back now for Rice. Huge gap in front of Saka. It's in! It's in! Top right corner. Bukayo Saka scores for England. Makes it 3-1. Gives them that all-important breathing space. And quite possibly sends them into the knockout stage. And what a finish it was. Felt like it was floating in the air for ages, but it was too high and away for Steffen to do anything about it. And they're 10 minutes away, England, from their first ever victory against the United States at the World Cup. McKennie, unless he's got some more heroics in him. He may do. Ferreira spinning and striking and scoring. And this game is not done with yet. Ferreira, 3-2. The United States will not die. They're still going on, still fighting. Lovely spin and strike, and this thing is still not over yet. England still with the lead, but the US are hunting the three lines down. They've got everyone back. Ferreira, backheel Reina. That's a ball pass picked off. Cleared away by Rice. Only a minute or so to go. The US going to try to pressure him into a turnover here. Maguire, Foden, puts it ahead. And I think Chilwell's going to run onto it, and I think the time is going to run out. We look for the referee, and there it is. The referee blows his whistle. That is it. England finally have their first ever win against the United States at the World Cup, and it's a win that seals their place in the knockout stage. They go to 6 points. What a game of football. Absolute entertainment. And with Iran beating Wales, they fall out the top two. The United States sets up a tantalising finish to the group, but it's England 3, USA 2. We begin Group C with Poland versus Saudi Arabia in match day 2. Saudi Arabia took a hefty defeat to Argentina in their first game in the group. Poland with a come-from-behind victory against Mexico, looking to make it 6 points and almost all but assure their spot in the knockout stage of this World Cup. We've seen some Middle Eastern magic in this Middle Eastern World Cup. The game's underway. Saudi Arabia yet to get a goal at this World Cup. Will they get one today? Click taking it forward now for Lewandowski and for Zielinski. Back now for Lewandowski. Could have a go. Trying to draw some defenders. He does just that and frees up Zielinski. Lovely assist by Lewandowski. And Zielinski with the finish. Not long at all it took for Poland to get their first goal of the game. Zielinski, so much attention Robert Lewandowski draws. He just created the gap for Lewandowski to take a touch, settle, and fire past the keeper. 1-0 for Poland. About 5 or so minutes remain in this one. Salman taking it forward now with no one in his way. Finally a shot. Bednarek's able to block it. No one pressuring him, running toward the 18-yard box there. Poland maybe will get one final chance before the end of this half. Robert Lewandowski's pass doesn't quite break through the Saudi Arabian backline, and that is it. It is halftime. Poland will go into the halftime break with a 1-0 lead that is richly deserved. And as for Saudi Arabia, still without a goal at this World Cup. They've conceded 5 now, and they are going to need to find a way to break through in this second half. Otherwise, that is it. They will be going out in the group stage. Still creating something here. Lewandowski, nice ball out wide to Matty Cash. Can Matty Cash impact for Poland here? Would be a heck of a story, not quite. Robert Lewandowski, oh, that's a ball. And Click with an effort from a tight angle, which is saved. Corner swung in here, Matty Cash. Salman clearing away, not really getting out of the box though. Back for Matty Cash. Poland, oh, they've left him totally open. The worst man quite possibly on the planet. You want to give that much space to. Robert Lewandowski extends his FIFA World Cup tally to 3 now. And that is as easy a chance as you would hope to give a striker as deadly as that. 2-0 now for Poland. Poland still not settling with a 2-0 victory. Going forward now, Linetti brought down. Slide tackle misses everything. And this is a free kick. And again, a very promising position here for Poland. Lewandowski over it. Can he make it 4? Oh, very close. Just a little over the crossbar for the Polish number 9, Robert Lewandowski. Just a bit too high, but a very valiant effort nonetheless. Saudi Arabia with a little chance there. Didn't quite work out. And now they're on the break here, Poland. Looking to put the nail in the coffin. Click. With a ball out to the left-hand side. He's going to get it back here. He's in space. The volley beats the keeper. It's 3 for Poland. And this is a comprehensive victory indeed. Click will seal the game. And the 3 points for the Poles. It's just all too easy for them right now. Lovely volley at the near post. Beating the keeper. Overpowering him. Click gets himself a World Cup goal. And Poland are going to get themselves through now. Surely to the knockout stage. They're going to 6 points. It depends on Argentina versus Mexico. But it's looking good. Saudi Arabia with the ball forward. It won't change the result. Can they get a goal? No. The referee robs them of that chance. And that is it. It's a 3-0 victory for Poland. Saudi Arabia have conceded 7 goals for no goals of their own. They will not make it through now to the knockout stage of the World Cup. They will go out in the group stage. Poland, though, however, surely are on their way. It's going to finish Poland 3, Saudi Arabia 0. It is the Lusail Stadium that hosts not only the FIFA World Cup final, but Argentina versus Mexico. These two nations with a rich footballing history will meet each other for the 36th time in their history. They've met 3 times prior in the World Cup, going all the way back to the very first one in 1930. Argentina have prevailed in all 3 of those World Cup matches. And if they do again today, they will book their spot in the knockouts along with Poland from Group C. One of the most anticipated games, especially in Latin America, is underway. Argentina v Mexico. Rodrigo De Paul taking the ball forward. Lautaro Martinez. De Paul again. He'll have a go against Ochoa. Ochoa collects. First attempt. Lozano coming short to collect the corner. Driving past his defender, working his way into the box. Laying one off here for Corona. Back for Lozano and another strike at the near post. This time again saved. This time up the other end. Emi Martinez equal to it. Trying to force it in from a tight angle, but not happening. Argentina's turn for a corner. Leo Messi standing over it. Di Maria. Oh, Lo Celso with a go. Ochoa makes another big save. And the keepers are having a stand up so far. What an outrageous attempt that was. Looked maybe to be going wide, but still no chances taken by Ochoa, who makes another lovely stop. Maybe the final chance of the first half. Messi sends one in deep. Lautaro Martinez looks to have gotten something on it, but it will only be half-time. It is goalless after 45. Entertaining for sure, but still no breakthrough as of yet. 0-0 currently. We'll see what the second half can serve up in this incredibly entertaining affair still nonetheless so far. Alvarez driving it forward through the middle. Rodriguez out to the left-hand side. Lozano, lovely touch. He won't shoot. Is he going too far with it? Has to go back to Herrera. A deflection into the path of Corona. It's Jesus Manuel Corona. 1-0 for Mexico. They draw first blood. And Argentina are down. A kind deflection for Corona right into his path. Still needing to beat Emi Martinez at the near post. It's a perfect strike. And El Tri lead La Albiceleste 1-0. We are surely witnessing something. Jimenez to Corona down the right side. Will he create a goal this time? Lozano brings it down, but the strike does not beat Martinez. The Copa America champions have 15 minutes left to keep their undefeated streak going. Messi, Martinez, it could be Lo Celso, denied again. Ochoa makes another save. What a chance for Lo Celso that was, and he knows it. Ochoa does it again. Alvarez taking it forward for Mexico. Otamendi gets it. Christian Romero to DePaul. They're moving this very quick. Dybala, a fresh sub. He's in behind the defense. It's Dybala! Goal for Argentina! 1-1. Level again. The undefeated streak is still intact. Paulo Dybala off the bench onto the score sheet. What a fierce counter-attack from Argentina. Ochoa finally beaten. And Paulo Dybala is the man that scores the big goal off of the woodwork into the net. 1-1. Hector Moreno gave chase, but Dybala had the pace. Stoppage time is looming. Corona not going to be able to get past Montiel on this occasion. Now this time, into the 18-yard box. Can he fashion something? DePaul from nowhere picking it off. Martinez working it out. They've only got a second or two to get the ball up here, Argentina. Lo Celso's on it. Di Maria, he's got a man up forward. Doesn't get it to Dybala. And that will be it. It is going to finish a draw between Argentina and Mexico. A thrilling game. For the first time ever, Mexico take a point off of Argentina at the FIFA World Cup. It finishes 1-1. The first game of match day 2 in Group D will be Tunisia versus Australia. Both of these nations having lost their first group game 1-0. Australia losing to France and Tunisia, of course, losing to Denmark. Only one competitive meeting ever between these two nations. A Confederations Cup match back in 2005 where Tunisia prevailed 2-0. Fast forward 17 years and these two nations will do battle again at the World Cup. And here we go. Both nations looking for their first points in the group. Australia versus Tunisia. Both nations realistically needing a win to keep their chance of progression alive. As Deganek gets a little tackle in there, sticking in a leg, another challenge, and out for a corner. Australia taking it up the other end now. Ryan Grant now down the right-hand side, whipping across in. Not particularly finding a target, cleared away. Moy has a go. It got through all the bodies, all the way to Zakaria, who collected. And the Mexican wave again makes its appearance at the 2022 FIFA World Cup once more. Australia really starting to get a grip on this game here. Martin Boyle to Jackson Irvine. McLaren turns and strikes, and that was heading in, but another good save. Final chance of the first half here. Boyle to Hrustic. Slipping in Boyle, that's not a bad attempt, but cleared away from Tunisia and clearing the danger, ending the first half. Still without a goal within the first half. There actually haven't been too many goals scored in the first half of the group games in match day 2 as of yet. And once again in this one, it is still goalless as we go into the halftime break. Will there be a breakthrough? Over an hour played. Jamie McLaren to Martin Boyle. Irvine. They can't quite shape anything as of yet, the Australians. McLaren to Mobile. They're working this nicely. Moy Mobile. Mobile is in. McLaren and a save from Zakaria. How did the Aussies not break the deadlock? Zakaria with another big save. He's put it right down the middle, Jamie McLaren. That should be 1-0. And the Aussies going to take a quick short corner here. Into Moy. Back to Hrustic. Working it on the edge of the box here now. Al-Mobile looking to shape something up. Tackled there. Still with the Aussies and a strike again. Zakaria is equal to it once more. Socceroos still looking for something to show for their dominance in this game. It gets all the way over the top and still no header. Still the attempts not clinical. A point just won't be good enough in the grand scheme of things, surely, for either of these nations. A tackle there from Sutar. Tunisia looked like they would have had the last chance. And I think the referee's blown his whistle. That's it. It's only going to be a point for both of these nations in match day 2. And I don't know if it'll be enough. It's going to finish here goalless. Australia 0, Tunisia 0. An absolute treat of a group stage game coming up. France versus Denmark. These two countries have quite the habit of matching up in the group stage of the FIFA World Cup. They've met 3 times in the group stage before. Of course, the last time in 2018 where they were once again in the same group. That game finished 0-0. France and Denmark also met earlier in the year in the Nations League, with Denmark winning 2-1 in that one. The winner of this match books their spot in the knockouts. A critically important game for these two countries. France versus Denmark, win and go through to the knockout stage. France looking to create something a little early on with Griezmann and Conte. Griezmann now in space, driving at the defense, and Schmeichel having to stretch and make a very big save early on. Griezmann testing the Danish goalkeeper in next to no time in this match. French piling on the pressure. Rabiot, that is a terrific ball in for Griezmann, heel to heel. He won't shoot, he'll give it to Karim Benzema, the Ballon d'Or winner, opening the scoring at the FIFA World Cup. He gives France a 1-0 lead against Denmark, and it has been coming. Absolutely relentless French pressure. Griezmann was shaping up for himself, but in the end does the sensible thing, the smart thing, the team thing, getting it to Benzema, who just drills it hard and low underneath Schmeichel, and France with a deserved lead in this match. Lloris is going to bang that one forward. There's only a couple of seconds to go until the end of the half, and that is it. Half-time, France with a 1-0 lead. Denmark, though, have been here before. They've been down 1-0 to France in their very last meeting and came back to win it 2-1 nonetheless in the second half. The substitute Cornelius getting both of the goals that time. Will it happen again? France will be aware of this, but for now, it is a 1-0 French lead. Mbappe, their goal scorer against Australia, trying to work his way through in here. He sets up a glorious charge for Theo Hernandez, who has drilled it hard and low and, more importantly, wide of the Danish goal. Corner for Denmark. Rare chance. Lovely delivery. What a goal! Poulsen has pulled them level. 1-1. Denmark look to do it again. Poulsen scoring Denmark's second goal of the FIFA World Cup. It was on a platter for him. He headed it away from Lloris, very close to Conte on the line, who couldn't get a head onto it. And wow, out of nowhere, a shock equaliser indeed. Yusuf Poulsen making it 1-1, and the game is back on. France looking to get that goal back as quickly as possible. Benzema trying to create something here. Little tackle from Daniel Vass. Vestergaard and cleared away. Both teams now on 4 points currently. France desperate to try to make it 6 again. Griezmann, Coman, that's an effort. Schmeichel able to tip it away. And Kingsley Coman coming very close to getting France their lead right back again. French committed to trying to get that 2-1 lead. Denmark sitting very deep indeed. Coman, it's broken the ankles of his defender. Mbappe's in here. He won't shoot, not yet. Hasn't got anything. Mbappe's got Griezmann ahead. Griezmann, he gets the second. And France have gotten their lead right back. Antoine Griezmann, who was instrumental for France in the last World Cup, has got his first goal in Qatar 2022 and an iconic celebration to go along with it. It was Kylian Mbappe who had the ball at his feet for the majority of that attack, but Griezmann was right ahead. He slips it by Schmeichel, and France still their lead back off of Denmark once again. Les Bleus still looking threatening, even after taking the lead. Coman with a nice move, floating a ball in for Mbappe, and the header goes straight to Schmeichel, but it goes straight to Griezmann, and Griezmann making it 3-1, surely sealing 3 points. Not long left to go. Griezmann doubles his tally at the World Cup, and surely secures the 3 points now. And it looks like the reigning world champions will escape the curse of champions. They're on their way to winning this game and on their way to the knockouts. Denmark getting it forward. Theo Hernandez picking it off. Back to Lloris. Time will beat them and France will beat them. 3-1, that's it. The 2018 FIFA World Cup champions will book their spot in the round of 16. And as for Denmark, they still have a game against Australia to play. Win that, and they will seal their spot in the round of 16 as well. Still sitting second in the group on 3 points. But France with 6 will make their way out of the group stage, quite possibly and surely top of the group. It finishes France 3, Denmark 1. The Al Rayyan Stadium will host Japan versus Costa Rica. They've met 5 times prior in international friendlies. Japan have prevailed 4 of the 5, and the other one a draw. Costa Rica having never beaten Japan ever However, with Costa Rica having earned a hard-fought draw against Spain and Japan dropping to Germany in match day 1, the Costa Ricans will surely back themselves in today. The ball waiting patiently to be kicked, and it is now rolling. It is Japan versus Costa Rica in Group B match day 2. Jovanovic bringing the ball forward here. Oh, that's a deadly challenge from behind, and only a yellow card shown. That is a vicious challenge, sliding in behind Jovanovic early. That is seriously reckless. Lucky to get away with it. Kyogo now running the ball forward here for Japan. He's got one man out to his left. He will use him with Minamino, and Minamino, the cutback intercepted by Duarte, with Navas having to clear, but the danger not done yet. Inui now with it. Minamino down the left-hand side, back for Minamino. Working this nicely. Endo, and the stretching save from Navas, saving Costa Rica. Japan nearly taking a 1-0 lead, but saved once again by their legendary shot stopper. Not much looking on at the moment for Japan, and with the seconds ticking down, the referee knows it too. That will be half-time. Another goalless first half in match day 2. There's been quite a fair few of them, but the goals are still flowing nonetheless. Just not quite yet in this game. Currently Japan 0, Costa Rica 0. Urena now for Costa Rica. Oh, big gaps opened up right here for Aguilar. Aguilar for Costa Rica. 1-0. And maybe a little against the run of play, but Costa Rica will take the lead against Japan. And it was a huge gap for Aguilar to run into. The back line completely out of sync, and Aguilar making them pay. He joins Randall Leal in the Costa Rican goal-scoring tally with a tidy finish to put them 1-0 up. Japan going forward now, down this left-hand side. Options in the box, the cross in, Kyogo! Saved by Navas. He had no time to make that save, but Keylor Navas, it was away from him a bit. Impressive stop. Japan piling on the pressure. They may be 1-0 down, but they are coming. Minamino, Endo. What have they got here? Inui, Kyogo. Oh, this is some football. Japanese football at its finest. Minamino gets a tap in. That's what it took to beat Keylor Navas today, and Japan came up with it. Total football, tiki-taka football, whatever you want to call it. It's 1-1 Japan. Scintillating football to carve up the Costa Rican defense, and Takumi Minamino taps in. You almost got a feel for Navas for how brilliant he's been in this game to concede. Ito, turnover there possibly. It's going to get to Kyogo. He still comes up with the goods. Unbelievable performance today from Keylor Navas. Another incredible stop. He has been sensational today. Costa Rica finally getting it away from their 18-yard box. They might just get it into Japan's 18-yard box. Brought down in the box. That is a penalty, and it could get worse. It is a red. Akito Fukumori is the first recipient of a red card at the 2022 World Cup. He can have no argument. And it will be Kawashima versus Joel Campbell. It is Campbell into the top right corner. Somehow, Costa Rica have retaken the lead. All that Japanese pressure, and in the blink of an eye, they're down to 10 men and back down in this game. 2-1 into the roof of the net, Joel Campbell, sending Kawashima the wrong way. Costa Rica on for a huge win. Final chance for Japan. This could be their World Cup if they can't come up with something. Cleared away for now. 1 minute to go. It's going to fall here for Minamino. Down to the right side. It's Ito. It's Navas. He has got in gloves right now. It rolls out, and the referee says that's it. It is over. Costa Rica have scored a gigantic victory over Japan. They got a 4 points in the group, and Japan with 0 are out. They will not go to back-to-back knockout stages at the World Cup. It will finish Japan 1, Costa Rica 2. It's World Cup champions versus World Cup champions as we see Spain take on Germany at Al Bayt Stadium. You could not split two nations closer together. 8 German wins, 9 Spanish wins, and 8 draws between them in their history. However, the last time these two nations met was in 2020 in the Nations League, where Spain prevailed 6-0. Will it be more of the same or a closer affair at the FIFA World Cup? It's the 5th time these nations have met at the FIFA World Cup. Spain versus Germany. What a mouth-watering fixture, and it's underway. In a game with two titans such as this, you can't help but think the first goal is also important. Ferran Torres able to get a cross in for Rodri, who's headed it straight at Neuer, equal to it, a simple save. But Spain with the first attempt on goal of the game, easy for Neuer to deal with. Spain still looking to fashion a chance with not much time remaining in the first half. Hoffman cleared and Kimmich playing it away. It is half time. It's another goalless first half in match day 2. It's unbelievable. The goals we find are all coming in the second half. Will that continue in this game? Surely it will. For now, though, as we go into the halftime break, it is still goalless, 0-0. Surprising lack of opportunities, especially for Germany in this game, but they're building up to something now. Muller, Thomas Muller, lovely pass here for Sane. Can he get by his defender? Not quite. Oyarzabal dropping deep. Muller now with it. He's got Gnabry in the box. Gnabry's created some space, and he's created the opening goal. It's Germany that strike first through Serge Gnabry. This game that promised so much finally delivers late on. Gnabry with the strike, smashing it in past Unai Simon, and Spain are down with only 15 or so minutes to respond. 10 minutes remain in this one. Oyarzabal to Rodri, taking it forward a long way. He's going to slip in Gerard Moreno, and Moreno levels it up through the legs of Neuer. What a finish, rolling it in, and Spain get a goal back. The equaliser comes with 10 minutes to go, and maybe still another goal left in this game. Not long left to go now. It's a tackle from Kehrer. It's out. Germany holding on here, a point more valuable for them. But Spain desperate for all three. Final chance. Rodri header. It's over the crossbar. It will go over. It will finish. That is it. They will split the points. It'll feel more like a victory for Germany. They're not done yet. They got to 4 points in the group. Same with Costa Rica. It's still possible for Spain to make it through, but it will be incredibly challenging, and out of their hands it will finish. Germany 1, Spain 1. It is Belgium who will take on Morocco in Group F at Al Thumama Stadium. Both of these nations having won their first game of the group, so both sitting on 3 points and both looking to go to 6 by the end of this contest. Belgium scored a big win against Canada in their last game. Morocco with a shock win against the FIFA World Cup finalists from last World Cup, Croatia. They will look to cause surely an even bigger upset with a win against Belgium. And it will be Romelu Lukaku to get the honours and to get the game underway. Belgium versus Morocco. Morocco taking it into the corner here. Idrissi's able to get by his defender. To Munir with Tarap running in, and Courtois making the big save. The 6'7" Champions League goalkeeper of the season, successfully keeping out the street's most unforgettable man. An early stop needed from the Belgian number 1. Carrasco to take the throw in. Hazard. Tielemans. Carrasco's going to get it back again. Lukaku, Carrasco. Trying to create something. Lukaku shot. First attempt blocked. Second attempt. Very close. Wow. Lukaku looking to get a second goal at this World Cup. And that was inches away. So close. We've come close to the opener now at both ends early on. Tielemans down the right side. De Bruyne working it forward, cutting it back. Hazard, oh, that'd be something. That would have been something. The touch over his defender. Still it's alive here. Mertens turns, has his shot blocked. Wow, and still we wait. And the wait will continue into the second half. Typical again, a goalless first half. Again, if this second match day of the FIFA 22 World Cup has shown us anything time and time again, The goals are coming late as we go into the halftime break, 0-0. The Belgians on a counter here with Lukaku. Right-hand side is free. Tielemans, he puts it ahead of him. He's not going to get there in time. Bono has to kick it away. He can't claim it. Doesn't enter the box. And Lukaku now coming again with Mertens. Back to Lukaku. That's a long range effort. Would have been easily, in terms of distance, the furthest out goal from this World Cup so far. Bono able to stop it from sailing into the top corner, and it would have. Corner coming in, De Bruyne delivers it in for Lukaku. Once again, Bono has stopped him. The frustration all over Romelu's face. And why wouldn't he be annoyed? Bono has got his number right now. Mertens with it edge of the box, now into the 18-yard box. Being defended by El Nesri. Hazard from behind, a curling effort. Bono's done it again. Another great stop. The Belgians have been relentless in this half with nothing to show for it. Thorgan Hazard. Can he get it to Eden Hazard? That would have been the story, but Bono is the story. He's the one who will take all the headlines in Rabat. Another stop. That one may have been going wide, but just added to his collection. Another save. If Morocco get anything from this, it's all down to their keeper. It's cleared away by Saiss. It was bouncing in the box, and that is it. It will be a goalless draw. What a performance from the walking stone wall that is the Moroccan number one. It will be points split between these two. Belgium 0, Morocco 0. Khalifa International Stadium hosts Croatia versus Canada for the first ever meeting of these two nations in history. Croatia, the runners-up of the World Cup 4 years ago, still looking for their first points of this World Cup. And of course, Canada looking for their first points of this World Cup and their first World Cup point ever. And with Belgium and Morocco sitting on 4 points currently, the loser of this game will go home after the group stage. It is kicked off. Jonathan David, Canada's first and only World Cup goal scorer, has got this game underway. Croatia forward with Kramaric into the 18-yard box now. Being held up, played back for Kramaric. Pass back into the box for Bracalo. Bit of trickery with the feet, and he catches out a Canadian leg, and it will be a penalty. Is that Johnson? Johnson that brings him down, and Canada will have their first shot on goal from the spot. It will be Kramaric to step up to take. To give Croatia the 1-0 lead, and he goes right down the middle. Oh, that is cheeky. But his exuberance has paid off, and it results in a Croatian lead. They're 1-0 up, straight down the guts. Kramaric gets a World Cup goal here in Qatar, and it is 1-0. Canada are down. Modric, Gvardiol. Floating one in here for Brozovic here. Bit of a heavy touch. Oh, Jonathan David snuck it off him. He might go the whole way here. It's Jonathan David! Oh, Jonathan David! Oh, Canada! They've tied the game up, and Jonathan David has done it again. Canada have their second ever World Cup goal, and it's all Jonathan David. He sneaks it off of Brozovic. He goes all the way and scores a beauty into the bottom right-hand corner. He steps over his defender in the process. What a goal. Canada level 1-1. And one last ball into the box before the end of the half does not result in anything. It's over. It is 1-1 at halftime. And wow, Jonathan David, right before halftime, has blown this wide open. Approaching the hour mark, Kramaric is well deep into his own corner. Modric looking to slip in Rebic, and Modric gets the assist. Ante Rebic giving Croatia a lead right back. Right on the hour mark, Croatia have gotten back into the game once again, taking the lead in the first half, losing it right before the halftime break. It is the captain Modric that slips in Rebic and slips it in at the near post. Nearly a save, almost could have, should have been saved, but it's 2-1 Croatia. Just a minute to go until stoppage time. Modric still playing it around here, Croatia, trying to keep the Canadians off it. It's looking surely now like it'll be a win for Croatia. That is it. And Canada will be going home after the group stage is complete. A crucial 3 points for Croatia. and it's that man Rebic that gets the goal, that gets them all the 3 points. Jonathan David scored a brilliant goal before the end of the first half, but it still means nothing. Canada still without a World Cup point. Croatia now with 3. It finishes Croatia 2, Canada 1. The second match day of Group G, and we started off with Cameroon versus Serbia. Cameroon currently on 3 points in the group. Serbia with nothing after their defeat to Brazil. Cameroon scoring a 2-1 win against Switzerland means they are the ones currently top of the group. These two nations have only met once before. A 4-3 victory for Serbia. Hopefully the goals flow like it did in that game. And if Cameroon are to prevail today, it could be the end of Serbia's knockout stage hopes. The ball is rolling and we are underway. Cameroon versus Serbia. A group-shaping game here. Serbia looking threatening early to get on the score sheet here. Jovic, Vlahovic, floating one in here. That is going to be collected easily by Onana. Still Serbia looking. Costa, oh, that's some brilliant skill. He's through here. Onana, big save. Vlahovic, double effort from Onana. Wow. Cameroon looking to take it up the other end, but they work it back and run out of time. And some Andre Onana heroics has, for the time being, kept this game level at 0-0. Still no breakthrough, but Serbia look very strong indeed. Will they get the breakthrough they need in the second? Zambo and Guisa bring it down the left-hand side here for Cameroon. And caught in the box. That is a penalty. And Serbia have given up a cheap one despite their dominance. It'll be Toko Ekambi for Cameroon. And he slots it. Delayed reaction from the keeper. Even the shot from Ekambi felt like it took forever. But it's in. And it's his 3rd World Cup goal in only his 2nd game. Brilliantly tucked away. Nicely into the side netting. Good penalty. The goalkeeper took forever to go. He pretty well dived after the ball hit the back of the net, but it's 1-0 Cameroon. 10 minutes remain. Serbia still without a goal at this World Cup. Kostic. He's got Vlahovic. He plays it to him in the 18-yard box. Oh, brilliant save again from Andre Onana. What sensational keeping again. And we enter stoppage time. Not long left to go. Cameroon can seal it here. And off and away down the right-hand side. An option to cut it back here. Ekambi is there. He won't go for him. He'll actually go for goal himself. That's incredibly selfish. He wanted his own FIFA World Cup goal. He won't get it. But deep into stoppage time and with a Cameroonian corner, it's effectively all but done. They are going to win this game. The goal will still be handy. It's not going to result in anything. Vlahovic clears. But Cameroon, the African nation, go to 6 points in Group G. That is it. 1-0 victory for Cameroon. Serbia with 0 points and still without a goal is quite a shock and an upset for all Serbians everywhere. Toko Ekambi with 3 World Cup goals, one of the leading goal scorers at this tournament and one of the surprises of the tournament. Cameroon 1, Serbia 0. Brazil versus Switzerland up next at the FIFA World Cup. These two nations, of course, were paired up against each other at the last World Cup in Group E. That game resulted in a 1-1 draw. And of course, they met one time previously at the FIFA World Cup back in 1950. That also ending in a draw. Will history repeat itself today, or will there be a victor? If there is, and it's Brazil, then Switzerland and Serbia will go out in the group stage. If Switzerland win, they'll not just keep their own chance of progression alive, but Serbia's as well. Brazil with a big chance to wrap up their progression to the knockout stage today, but Switzerland have got it underway. Roberto Firmino charging forward here for Brazil. Man out wide, Rafinha. Firmino, that's a cheeky pass in Artur in a dangerous spot. That is a bullet, beating the keeper at the near post. Jan Sommer with no response. And Artur, who has found his form, found his way back into the national team, has repaid the faith and given Brazil the 1-0 lead immediately in this game versus Switzerland. A fierce strike beating Jan Sommer, and that's a 1-0 lead for Brazil. Not long left to go until half time. They play it back to Casemiro, and that will be it. No chance to continue the attack according to the referee, and it will be 1-0 as we go into half time. Switzerland are staring down the barrel of elimination. 1-0. Corner here at the hour mark of this game. Shaqiri to whip it in. Ball into the box. It is cleared away by Thiago Silva. Brazil's turn to go up the other end here. A counter-attack opportunity on Artur. With a ball from Richarlison. Not really working out as quickly as they would have liked. Vinicius pushing the pace. Gonna whip in across here. He's all alone, Richarlison. But he puts it straight at Jan Sommer, who tips it over the bar. He's able to stop that one. Richarlison could have surely done better. But still 1-0 at the moment. Switzerland still with a chance. Zakaria. Here they come now, Switzerland. Seferovic, who scored their only goal at the World Cup so far. Embolo from a tight angle. No good. And we now enter stoppage time. Artur, they've thrown everyone forward here, Switzerland. They needed to, but Brazil could kill it off here. Vinicius, Casemiro out wide. Can he get a ball in? Can he find a target? He's got Vinicius all by himself, and Vinicius Jr. will seal the game. 2-0 now, and that is it. Brazil are into the round of 16, and it's courtesy of a Vinicius Jr. volley, his first ever World Cup goal. I'm somehow sure it won't be his last. Of course, this now means Cameroon are into the round of 16 as well. Switzerland are out, Serbia are out, and there's only a few seconds to go until that's made official. And the referee blows it up immediately. That is it. Brazil triumph, 2-0 in this one. And they're through to the round of 16 comfortably. A 1-0 win against Serbia, a 2-0 win against Switzerland. They are yet to concede at this FIFA World Cup. They look strong. With one group game left, they are into the round of 16. But it's finished here at Stadium 971. Brazil 2, Switzerland 0. It is South Korea versus Ghana here at the Education City Stadium, the third game of Group H, and still we wait for the first goal of this group. Neither of these four nations were able to score a goal in their first game, so both nations all tied with 1 point apiece, which presents a very unique situation indeed. South Korea and Ghana have not met for over 8 years. That game ending in a 4-0 win for Ghana, but who will prevail today? We hope to finally see the net ripple in Group H. It's underway between Ghana and South Korea. Black Stars looking to push it down the right-hand side here. Boateng got a bit of a gap to drive it into. Goes out wide to Jordan Ayew. All the way into the box. They've worked this. Thomas Partey with a real strike on goal. A powerful attempt, but a very strong fist to deny the opening goal of the game and of the group. Good stop indeed. Still looking to take it down the right-hand side here. Ghana, all game long, this is how they've been attacking. And a cross in with a man in space. It's Thomas Partey who has his shot blocked. Can Heung-min Son have an impact maybe for Korea before halftime? Lovely ball. Hwang Hee-chan. Hwang Hee-jo. It's finally a goal. We've waited almost 5 full halves of football, but Korea has scored the first goal of Group H, and more importantly for them, of this game. Lovely strike, lovely pass from Hwang Hee-chan, and Korea get the opening goal and take a 1-0 lead before halftime. Korea clear it away, and that is the end of stoppage time. Halftime. Ladies and gentlemen, the damn wall has been busted, and it's that man who has got the first goal of Group H, the first goal for Korea, and now 45 minutes remain. Will we see a response from Ghana in the second half? 1-0 for Korea. Throw taken in by the South Koreans down the right-hand side. Ghana with numbers back. Just looking for some opportunity here. Lovely back heel. And oh, that is another terrific attempt on goal. Ofori, though, is able to make the crucial stop on Lee there and to keep his team within a goal of this game. Hour mark in this one. Ghana taking it down the left-hand side. Oh, that's a lovely piece of skill. He's got a cross in. He's found Jordan Ayew. And Jordan Ayew gets Ghana's first goal and the equaliser. Lovely volley. How about the skill on the left wing to get by his defender and to whip a perfect pinpoint cross in? How is he left so unmarked at the back stick? I do not know. Jordan Ayew will not care. Lovely left-footed volley. Little touch from the outstretched leg, but it's not enough. 15 minutes remaining in this one. Jordan Ayew wins the header, brings it down, and Ghana are coming forward here. Back with the goal scorer. He's got Sulemana on his right side. Challenge. Pretty weak one. Kamaluddin Sulemana still got it here. Gets by his man. Boateng. Oh, it's Partey totally open. Thomas Partey! Once again, Ghana get the outnumber. They get the man in open space, borderline within the 6-yard box, and Thomas Partey, who has unloaded onto Korea's goal, not just once but twice in this game. Finally, third time's the charm. Ghana have taken the lead. And they're running it away here, the Black Stars. 2 minutes are up. I think that's going to do it, and it will do it. Korea, who had the lead at half-time, will not see it out. The Black Stars come back and complete the comeback. 2-1 victory for Ghana. They go top of the group for now. And we see Portugal and Uruguay to come up next. But finally, goals in Group H and 3 points as well. It will finish Ghana 2, South Korea 1. And the final game of match day 2, Portugal versus Uruguay. It will be a rematch of their round of 16 game in 2018, where Uruguay famously triumphed 2-1 against Portugal thanks to 2 Edison Cavani goals. He starts today. Will he repeat history, or will that man Cristiano Ronaldo have his say? Elsewhere in Group H, Ghana got a 2-1 win against Korea. They are currently top of the group. The winner of this game, if there is one, will join them on 4 points. Uruguay's highest ever goal scorer, Luis Suarez, has got the game underway between Uruguay and Portugal. Here come Portugal and Cristiano Ronaldo down the left-hand side. He's got all the defenders in the world, it feels like, surrounding him, but still he gets away. Will he create something here? With a fake shot to get on by. Eventually floats a ball in, but cleared away by Jimenez. Luis Suarez now. He's going to try to run all the way through the Portuguese back line. Eventually playing it through to Nandez. To Cavani. Big chance here. It's back for Cavani. And Cavani's done it again. He scores against Portugal at the World Cup. And this time in Qatar. It is 1-0 for Uruguay. History has repeated itself once again. The manager rewarding the faith. The 35-year-old finding the back of the net once again. He scores Uruguay's first goal at the World Cup and they lead. Bruno Fernandes to Bernardo Silva to Ronaldo, trying every skill in the book to get free. He can't quite get a look. And that will be the end of the first half. It is once again deja vu for that man and for Portugal. Edinson Cavani giving Uruguay a lead, but with 45 left to play. Bernardo back to Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo getting way more of the ball in this game than he did against Korea. Instrumental in this build-up. Bernardo Silva still not able to float anything back here. Now a ball in. Fernandes tried to win the header. Cleared by Coates pretty comfortably. Fernandes on it with only about 10 or so minutes left to go in this one. Bruno Fernandes to Bernardo Silva. Trying to link up. Ronaldo, a shot? No. Will the chance come eventually? It's opening up for Silva. He'll set it up for Jota. That's what they worked for. And Jota's blown it. Diogo Jota mistimes his kick and misses the lot. Not long to go now. Darwin Núñez is on it. Torreira. I think this is going to do it. They're keeping the ball away from Portugal. Just waiting on the referee's whistle and that's it. Uruguay have done it again. They've defeated Portugal at the World Cup in back-to-back World Cups. This time only in the group. And it's a big step forward for Uruguay. And for Portugal, a real chance now of not even making the knockout stage. He's done it again, Cavani. But with one game to go, Portugal have their back up against the wall. It finishes today Uruguay 1, Portugal 0. And at the end of match day 2, we see 5 nations eliminated from the knockouts: Saudi Arabia, Japan, Canada, Serbia, and Switzerland. Taking a quick look at the top goal scorer so far. Robert Lewandowski and Toko Ekambi leading with 3 goals. Jonathan David, Harry Kane, and Lautaro Martinez join a multitude of other players with 2 goals. That's how the leaderboard looks at the conclusion of match day 2. Be sure to join us for match day 3, coming very soon. The conclusion of the group stage is right around the corner. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.